Hey everybody, I'm John Granado, and that's Lance Zerline. You can hear us mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Lance, Jalen Green. I don't know about you. I was a little worried about the pick about halfway through the season. They were better without him than with him. They went on the long winning streak when Jalen wasn't even there. KPJ wasn't even there. But man, oh man, has dude been playing. He is without a doubt. I don't know. Are you? I'm feeling like you can have Cade Cunningham. You can have all of those other guys. I'm gonna take Jalen Green right now.
Early on, his shot was so poor. But since then, he's no longer broke ass.
You look broke ass.
Now he is actually turned into a really good shooter. Like, he's 34% for the year, but over the last several games, he's up over 42%. He's shooting threes well. He is scoring at an efficient clip. He's not just a volume shooter. Like, he's shooting threes effectively, but his first step, as you and I have talked about on the show, it's an incredible first step. His ability to get to the basket and finish aggressively, despite being 70 to 80 pounds, is truly incredible. He is a bone-thin guy, but when he gets in the air, man, that guy might as well be 250 pounds because he is a strong finisher at the rim. And I'll tell you what, John, yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking early on, but we saw the flashes. There were always flashes of plays. And eventually, plays were going to become basketball plays, and we're going to become sustainable, quarters, and then sustainable games, and then sustainable weeks. And he's in the process right now. I couldn't feel better. Rafael Stone absolutely made the right pick.
Absolutely. And, the way he feels, like you said, that first step is unbelievable how fast he is. Finishing, he's got all kinds of great moves at the basket. His three-point shot is getting into the mid-30s now. That's unbelievable from where he was to where he is right now. What a great step. They played Anthony Edwards the other night, and thankfully the Minnesota won that game. And Anthony Edwards is the
You heard that right. Thankfully they won the game.
A great example of what a guy who struggles early can really do. Now, okay, so they're going to get another high pick here. I think what we're seeing now, it eliminates Jaden Ivey from consideration. I don't think you need that when you got Jalen Green. Holmgren, Smith, Banchero. I mean, boy, if you could get one of those three guys to complement him, I think you got the start of something special here.
Yeah, no question. I mean, those are three players who play in the front court. And I think any way you look at it, I believe the Rockets are going to deal Christian Wood during the offseason. We'll see what they get in return for Christian Wood. But I think it's important for them to move away from Christian Wood, who can be a bit of a malcontent according to reports. Get him out of the locker room completely. Frankly, anybody that's a malcontent's got to go. You're building from the ground floor. If you're building culture, you got to make sure that non-culture guys are out of the door when you have young, impressionable players. And then you keep adding to that core. You've got a front court guy in Şengün who's a core player. You got Jalen Green. The next thing you do is add one of the three names that you mentioned. But the great thing is, any of those three guys you could conceivably stick on this roster, and they're a better team. Maybe, I don't know about the short term, because Christian Wood's he's a good basketball player. But I think over the long term, you've really got yourself something. Jabari Smith and Banchero specifically, I think really, really would complement what the Rockets do. I think there's some questions about how you have Banchero next to Şengün, but I think the good thing is Şengün is a guy who's kind of multifaceted for being a big. He's a very multifaceted player who can have an impact on the game even when the ball's not in his hands. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a bright future for the Rockets right now. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and it's getting brighter every day. I thought it was going to be long-term till you got the Nets lottery pick. It could actually be this year you get the Nets lottery pick, which is now they're going to make the play-in game, and but you're still going to get a middle of the draft in the first round with the Nets playoff, and you're going to do this now for how long? Holy crap! This is just looking better and better and better every single day. This trade with Brooklyn.
Well, think about this. I mean, you might even be able to do something. This is just a hypothetical, but what about taking Christian Wood and that first pick that you get from the Nets and moving up inside the top 8 picks potentially, and seeing if you can. I don't know if you'd be able to move up that far, but I don't think it's inconceivable that if you really have players that you like, because they love Şengün. That's why the Rockets were looking to move up and package deals, and he happened to fall to them. But they love Şengün. If you find a player like that you really love, maybe a point guard that you love, why not utilize Christian Wood and maybe that other first-round pick to move up and get a guy that you really like a lot?
Here's what I think about that. I think they're what I've heard behind the scenes with the Rockets is I think they think they're young enough now. Maybe you could use Wood in that pick to get a veteran, a decent veteran that can come in here and actually, be a piece of, to this entire puzzle. Maybe this thing is going to go along a lot faster than we thought. It maybe not. It's going to take 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe they're going to, with all of these picks and with really good young players, they might be pretty good in a hurry.
Who's the best team in the Western Conference?
Suns.
It wasn't that long ago that the Suns were broke ass. But now the Suns, when they started, they kept adding, Devin Booker kept scoring at an anonymous. He was a great scorer. Then you added a big in Ayton. Then you added a veteran in Chris Paul, along with some Jay Crowder and some other pieces. And before you knew it, you're in the NBA Finals. I'm not saying the Rockets are going to be in the NBA Finals. What I am going to tell you is rebuilds can happen very, very quickly in the NBA if you have multiple first-round picks and if you hit big on a star player. And I think that's what's happening.
And if you're not poor.
If you're not poor.